Hello everyone. So I've been talking to the angels and I wanted to do a video about how to let go of people no longer serving us. How to let go of people that we know aren't good for us. How do we let go of people that are bringing drama into our lives, conflict into our lives, people who aren't valuing us enough, people who aren't putting us as a priority? How do we let go of these people? How do we move forward? It's very, very hard, and it's a journey that we learn all throughout our lifetime. And I get asked a lot, how do you let go? How do you accept that it's over? How do you move forward when you've still got feelings for somebody? How do you learn to just let go and do what's right for you when you know that you deserve better? When you know that something isn't working for you, but you're afraid? How do you move forward? Well, I'm going to tell you what the angels have told me and what I've learned as well on my path with the angels. And you know, we're all on a lifelong journey. It's not something we learn overnight. Some people deal with this better than other people, you know, but ultimately we all go through pain, we all get hurt, we all go through loss, and we all have to learn in our lifetime the lesson of self-worth. And self-worth comes when you really start loving yourself. Self-love is the key to self-worth. Self-love is the key to self-worth, because without self-love, we don't worthy ourselves. We don't think we are worthy of that wonderful relationship or that great friendship or that great family life, you know. We don't think that we deserve what we do deserve. That we deserve everything. We deserve the world. The angels tell me and show me how valuable and precious we are to the Creator. You know, whether you believe in God, the universe, whoever you believe in is irrelevant, but just know that right now you are so valuable and so precious and so unique that you deserve the world. You deserve the love, the attention, the care, and everything that you want in your life. You deserve the abundance. If you want to be rich, you deserve that. If you want to have your perfect career, you deserve that. If you want to be loved and adored, then you deserve that, you know. So the first thing we need to get to do is to stop thinking we aren't good enough, because we are good enough just as we are. We are good enough when we are born. It's when we start growing up and hearing things, you know, people start saying that we're not good enough, and it starts when we're children. You know, we get told by teachers and parents and friends and all these people, you're not good enough, you're not doing it right, it shouldn't be like that, you know. And we start to put barriers up as children that turn us into adults who think that we aren't worthy or we aren't good enough for things. And sometimes because of that, we get ourselves into relationships or friendships or situations that really aren't good for us. And you know, I've been there, and you get hurt and you learn and you grow, and sometimes it can take a long time for the lesson to go in, you know, for you to learn the lesson. And the thing is, remember, if you're given a lesson by the universe and you don't learn it the first time, they'll send it in a different way until you finally pass the test. And then you get more lessons as you grow. So, you know, this is an ongoing thing, and we're all in the school of life, and we have to have patience with ourselves, and we have to have patience with the journey, and know that no matter what, we are loved and supported from heaven, and that the angels are always there for us to pick us up off the floor when we're going through the pain times. And they're there for us, smiling when we're going through the good times. So if there's someone in your life right now that isn't valuing you enough, or isn't putting you first, or isn't respecting you, or isn't showing you off to people, or if you're in a relationship that's hidden away, you know, if you're having an affair, or you're with somebody who doesn't want to you know, associate with you on social media, they're keeping you hidden away, then those aren't the people that you're meant to be with. You know, you're meant to be with people who are proud to be with you. And that's who you want to be with. You don't want to hide somebody away. If you're hiding somebody away right now, then you're not being true to your heart. You're not being true to yourself. There's, secrecy around things. If there's any secrecy around things, then it's not as it's meant to be right now. You're not being true to your heart if you're being hidden away or you're hiding someone away. It's time to start living in your truth. It's time to start taking control of your life, and it's time to start respecting yourself more, loving yourself more, and caring about yourself more. Because when you love and care and respect for yourself, then you don't take any crap from people. You think, okay, well, it's their loss, And it took me a long time to learn this lesson. And, I'm still learning this lesson now, but it's clicking in this year, it really is. Things are starting to make a lot more sense, and that's because I'm loving myself more. I'm looking in the mirror more, and I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the lessons that I've learned. I'm proud of everything I've been through. I am proud that I am kind and loving and caring, and yes, that makes me vulnerable, but it makes me a better person too. And I'm not afraid to show the real me anymore, and I have been hurt a lot in the past. I've given to people who haven't really given a shit about me, but you learn the hard way, and it makes you stronger and more resilient, and you get back up on your feet. And, you start thinking, well, I've got no time for people who have got no place for me in their lives. I want to be around people who love my energy and are attracted to my energy and want to be around me. And, there's so many people in our lives and in your life right now that care about you and love your energy and want to be around you. And then you've got people who aren't really being like that, but those are the ones you seem to be putting your attention on. And we all do it. We seem to focus on the people who don't really give a shit about us, or don't really put us first, or don't contact us first. We put all our energy into those people. Why? Why do we do this? This is what I'm learning in 2018. Stop putting time and energy into those people, and move your attention and focus to the people already there who are showing you the love, who are showing you the support, who want to be there for you. Don't chase, replace. Don't chase, replace. In other words, don't chase what's no longer serving you. Or if somebody isn't messaging you, or if somebody isn't giving you the time and attention that you deserve, then shift your focus. Replace that focus onto people who are there for you now. And if there's nobody like that around you, then shift the focus back to yourself. Start giving the energy and the time that you were putting on those people onto yourself. Start focusing on you. Start giving to you. Start buying yourself treats. Start going nice places with yourself. Start doing things that you would usually do for others to yourself. This is if you're not getting it back. If you're getting it back, brilliant. Keep doing what you're doing and have fun with people and love people and have wonderful experiences with people. But if you're being hidden away, if you aren't getting the attention that you deserve, then shift that focus away. Move forward fearlessly and don't worry, because trust me, what I've learned along the path, working with myself and the angels and heaven and clients over 10 years, is that who's meant to be in your life will always gravitate back towards you. And, I've found as well that sometimes we need to be away from certain people so that you can learn separate life lessons. And then when you've learned those life lessons, you mysteriously come back together. It happens with twin flames all the time. So if you're in a twin flame relationship, and I know there's a few twin flames who watch my videos, and if you're in separation right now and you're feeling really lost and alone, then put your focus back onto yourself, because trust me, union will come back, union will happen, and your twin will need to learn separate life lessons. And sometimes those life lessons include other people, other partners, other relationships, people that can teach them things that you can't, because twin flames are all about unconditional love, and it's about mirroring back what you need to heal. And when you've mirrored it, you need to go away and learn the lesson. So instead of feeling sad and depressed, and I know, there's a few of you feel like that life won't go on. You feel like you can't go on without this person. Well, it's illusion. It's illusion created by the ego, because we are all one. We are all connected, and certainly twin flames are connected. You're always connected on the 5D plane. There's no separation. So deep breath and breathe, and know that everything happens for a reason, and that you are learning lessons right now that you couldn't learn with that person in your life. And this doesn't just relate to twin flames, it's about anybody in your life. People come back together at the right time. I had a huge period of separation from one of my soulmates, one of my soul teachers. I'll call them soul teachers because when I say soulmates, people get confused and they think that I'm talking about love relationships and people that you're meant to be with forever. And that isn't what a soulmate is. A soulmate is a soul teacher, a person that comes into your life for a reason, to teach you life lessons, to help you grow on your journey as a soul, to evolve your soul to the next level, to make you stronger and face things that you wouldn't have gone through without their input in your life. It's a blessing that we meet these people. And I had 11 years of separation from one of my soul teachers, and we came back into contact. This is a while ago now, This is back in 2010, I think it was. And we got back in touch to learn other lessons. And this person taught me self-worth. This person taught me to respect myself, because I got into a very volatile situation where I was being hidden away, and this person wasn't prioritising me because he'd already got priorities. And, I had to learn the lesson of self-worth through him. And he's probably one of the most amazing soul teachers that I'll ever have on my life path, And it took me a long time to let that person go. It took me a long time to let go. It was over a period of like 6 years of us being back in touch that I finally got the strength to say, no, I value myself more than this. I respect myself more than this, And it was a hard thing to do. It wasn't easy. But things get better with time. You get stronger. You realise that you're more important, that your mental health and your physical body and, your peace of mind, and I mean peace of mind like the peace that you get in your mind, is way more important than anything else. And when you start putting your own peace of mind ahead of anything else, that's when you start the journey of self-love. And, it was hard for me to do. And I haven't seen this person for 2 years now. And, I have periods where I think about them and I wonder how they are. But I know ultimately I've done the right thing, because I no longer will tolerate anybody in my life who doesn't give me the same attention, who doesn't give me the same love that I give to them. I don't want to tolerate people in my life who don't love me and respect me and value me. People who shout at me for no reason, People like that, I don't need them. If I'm a kind, giving person, and this I'm talking really about you, if you're a kind, giving, loving person and you give everything to someone and they don't appreciate it, they aren't grateful for it, they don't respect you, they don't value you, then you do not want that person in your energy field. And sometimes when we start raising our vibration higher, these people will naturally fall away, because when we raise up our vibration, we get people matching our vibration, so we attract to us people on our vibration. Your vibe attracts your tribe, So if you're being very, very positive and you're in a relationship with someone who's very, very negative, do you really think that's going to work? Of course not. Of course not. The universe will shove obstacles and things in your way to make that break away, because they're not meant to be around you, because you're meant to be living a life of peace. Yes, we go through ups and downs and we go through turns and twists and struggles and strains, because we're learning as souls, we're evolving on our journey. And these soul teachers come in to test us and make us grow. And, you know, someone can come in and test your patience and self-worth and, you know, all these wonderful things that we have to learn as a soul, which we've all agreed to, by the way, even though at times it feels like, what the hell are we doing? But it makes us stronger. And, you know, we have to really think about our soul teachers in a positive way, no matter how much they've hurt us. And I really think that about my last soul teacher, you know. He taught me so much and such a huge life lesson that was so painful at the time. And at times of, you know, when you go through a heartbreak especially, it's like the end of the world, you know. It's so painful, and you really think that you're dying. It's like you go through a bit of a physical and emotional death, but then you're reborn out the other side, and time heals everything. And I know it's a cliche and people say it all the time, but it's the truth, you know. Time heals everything. And I can really say this as, you know, a mature, wise 42-year-old woman who's learned a lot in her lifetime. And I've been through the mill a lot, you know. I've been through it in relationships, family stuff. I've been through it with addictions. I've been through it with career things. All kinds of things, you know. I've been on the brink of suicide. I've been through horrendous physical suffering. I've been through, you know, near poverty. I've been through so many things, and I've learned lessons from it, and it's made me who I am today. And I really think that if I hadn't met that soul teacher back in 2010, who really helped me to find self-worth, and, you know, I don't think I'd be the person I am today, because back then, when I think about it, I was on a path of destruction, really. And I found the angels properly around that time as well, you know. I mean, I've been working with angels for about 10 years, and I know 2010 is only 8 years ago, but, you know, when I think about it, and I think about how the angels have always been around me and in my life, but I've never really realised it. 2010 was really like a bit of an awakening for me, and then 2012 was when it was the mass awakening. And, you know, think back to what was going on in your life in 2012 especially. Think back to then. Did you go through something pivotal? Was there somebody around you teaching you things? Did you think your life was over? Were you reborn? Well, look at where you are now. Things can only get better. So really start to value yourself, and know that if somebody isn't putting you first right now, then you deserve better than that. If somebody's always having a go at you, or you're in physical or mental abuse, or if someone's ignoring you, that's a big one, you know. When you get ignored by people, it's not really about you, it's about them. It's about them, everything. And I mean this wholeheartedly, and it's so hard for it to sink in, but it's so the truth, you know. Everything that happens to you is a reflection, you know. And if somebody is really being nasty to you, if somebody's ignoring you, if somebody's putting you down and not respecting you or valuing you, it's not actually about you, it's about them. Because that's how they feel about themselves. It means that they're angry at themselves, they're not valuing themselves, they're disrespecting themselves. It's just, they're just putting that onto you. So don't you feel bad. Don't you feel guilty about things. Don't you ever feel that you aren't good enough or that you aren't deserving enough, because you are enough. You are valuable, and you deserve the world, and you deserve a partner in your life or a friendship in your life that makes you feel the way that you make others feel. You deserve the best of everything. You deserve to feel love and happiness and joy. So really, stop putting yourself in situations that allow people to use you or hurt you. Start giving back to yourself. Start giving back to the people who are around you that love you and care about you, that you've perhaps not been giving attention to. Start giving attention to the world. If there's charities that you like, or, you know, get involved with things like that. You know, spend your money on yourself. Spend your money on experiencing life and doing things you've always wanted to do. Follow your dreams, follow your desires, and know that you are loved. And let's start getting ready now for the coming years, because beautiful things are ahead. Do you really want to be stuck in that relationship that makes you feel like crap? Of course you don't. You want to be around loving, wonderful, spiritual, wise, positive people. And that's what the angels want for you. So take a deep breath with me right now. Release. And ask Archangel Michael to really be with you, to help you to stay within your truth and your integrity, and help you to cut cords with anything or anyone no longer serving you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.